Right, I have a budget of £50,000 and I need to find a 200-mile-an-hour car on the PistonHeads Classifieds. If Dan and James had offered me this challenge even about a year ago, I think I would have found a really nice Ferrari 550 Maranello, but I think they're out of the price range now, but I'm going to have a check just in case and then we go from there. Yeah, just as I thought. We've got a mixture of really expensive 348s, quite attractive 355s and some cheap 360s, but nothing comes close to that 200-mile-an-hour target. Going on from there, things like this might actually be more difficult than I originally thought, because supposed supercars like the Aston Martin Vanquish can only hit 190 miles an hour. That sounds ridiculous, only, but yeah, it doesn't come close to 200. Even the Lamborghini Gallardo, which looks like a supercar, can only manage 196 miles an hour. What might be a better bet actually is the Nissan GT-R. In standard spec it can hit 196 miles an hour, same as the Lamborghini, but most of them, or a majority of the cars, have been modified. So I'm just checking out a link here from a respected tuner, Litchfield. They have a stage 5 conversion of a 2008 car that produces a frankly ridiculous 750 horsepower. Surely that's enough to hit 200 miles an hour. But I don't know if Dan will go for it, so let's see if I can find a standard car within our budget. Maybe the Americans can help here. Unfortunately, I can't find any Corvette ZR1s within the budget. They're starting from around sort of 65, 70 grand, but the Shelby Mustang must be just out of budget. I found a 2014 car, 700 horsepower standard, that can do a genuine 202 miles an hour, but that's 57, 58 grand. Not clever. I think we're going to have to start thinking a bit more laterally to solve this particular challenge. And I think I've got something. Voila! The Bentley Continental GT Speed. This 600 horsepower 6-litre W12 can do 202 miles an hour. Okay, it might not quite be the Lamborghini or Ferrari we thought we'd find for our 50 grand budget, but believe me, this 2.3 tonne coupe can do the 202 miles an hour, genuinely. In fact, this 600 horsepower car feels even quicker than the 4.3 seconds it takes to do 62 miles an hour. But the very best thing about this car is the interior. Take a look at this. From the quilted leather, the chrome work, the piano black wood, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, nice and comfortable in here. Okay, let's remind ourselves why the Continental GT Speed is so very special. When these things came out, they got an extra 50 brake horsepower over the regular GT Continental. And that means this thing develops 553 pounds-foot of torque from just 1750 RPM. Channeling that power, there is a 6-speed gearbox here, automatic, and there is 4-wheel drive, 60/40, so it's biased to the rear. I'm going to go and remind myself what this monster's like on the road. I'd like to say I've just spent the last 20 minutes experiencing the full power of this Continental GT Speed, but we've been in traffic, and all I can tell you about the car is it's supremely comfortable, really torquey, and good value. This car is a 2008 car. It's done just 32,000 miles, all that for £54,000. In my book, for a car that can do a genuine 202 miles an hour, I think that's great value.